everybody knows I love Pinterest. Um, I find a lot of my recipes there. So um, please come on in and invite your followers and come on in yourself and see what edible cookie dough looks like. This can be stored in room temperature. You do not put it in the oven. You do not do anything with it. It is completely edible. I know that sounds crazy that you don't bake it, but you don't. I have done this before with other cookie doughs. You just don't bake it. So everybody come on in and I will show you how I make this. I don't see anybody right now, but I think people will come in as you get the notification. So everybody come on in, and I'm going to put it in this bowl to mix it. But when I get done, it's going to go into my airtight container because it has to be in an airtight container to store it. It'll store for a week in the airtight container. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've got everything pretty much. Well, I don't have my coconut flour measured out. I do have my almond flour measured out. So I wanted to get that done before I came in here. So everybody feel free to come on in and invite your friends and followers. I don't know if you can share this out or not. It might be kind of hard to share it out yet. But if you want to share it out, go ahead and share it out. I got one person. Anyway, I'm going to make some edible cookie dough. And I will show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. It goes into a mug, which you can put it anywhere. Oh, good to see you too, Natasha. Good to see you. Hope more people come in. It's been a hard time trying to get anybody in here, but maybe we'll get somebody in here. But I'm going to make edible cookie dough. I'm going to make it in this bowl, which is probably pretty big than what I need. And then I'm going to put it in here because you have it in an airtight container. So I'm going to tell you what the ingredients are as I go. Now, this has coconut flour in it, and it also has almond flour. Coconut flour. I bought it I've had this from a while. Got this at Walmart, and the almond flour is blanched. You have to have blanched almond flour. So that is the almond flour that I'm using. So right now I'm going to put this in my bowl. This is 1 2/3 cups of almond flour. I wanted to measure this out because it is a mess to try to measure it out. So I'll put that in here. Then it takes 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Well, that isn't much. I think this is a table. I can use this. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. And for this recipe, I don't suggest that anybody go and substitute. They say it won't work if you substitute. So if you want to make this recipe, use the coconut flour and the almond flour like the recipe calls for. So I'm going to use, if you can't see me, I'll put my thing down. If you can't see me, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and put this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you probably can't. Let me do it down just a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to add the coconut flour to it. 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. And like I said, there's 1 2/3 cup of almond flour here. Blanched almond flour. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on the coconut flour. You can get this at Walmart. This is organic. Organic coconut flour. So might that be nice? Hi, good to see you. Welcome, Damon. Good to see you. Finally getting people in here. It took a little bit. I don't like the notification sound too well because every time I get the notification, I thought it was Parler. Well, I shut the notifications off on Parler, so now I just get hats. But I think they should have like a bell or whistle or something. It's something that we can understand it a little bit better because that one is generic, and we need to get a little bit better sound. And then we need 3 tablespoons of shredded coconut, small flakes. Okay, I don't know if these are real small, but this is sweetened coconut flakes, but that's all right. I don't have any unsweetened. So I'm just going to put some of this in here. This is a brand new bag, as you can see. And I'll put this in some kind of container, storage container, close it up, because it's better than leaving it in the bag. Because if you live anywhere and moths and stuff like to get into food that's not properly taken care of, and you put it in a storage container, they can't get into it. Hi, Tony. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Please invite your followers. I got 4 in here. Well, that's better than 0. I'll take it. Okay. Now I've got 1 2/3 cup of blanched almond flour in here, 3 tablespoons of coconut flour. I also have some coconut flakes. Yeah, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour and 3 tablespoons of coconut flake. Now 3 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. I'm going to put my maple syrup in there, and 3 tablespoons. I think I'll just take the lid off. I think it'll be a little bit easier. It'll come out that faster. It takes too long that way. 1, 2. Gets down to the end, gets kind of fun. It's still good yet. Okay, there we go. This is stuff I buy at Walmart. It's Uncle Luke's is what it's called. So I buy that there. Okay, now it takes 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, and I melted that in the microwave before I came in here. So I'll dump that in here. 1 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Everybody knows that I don't like the imitation kind. I thought I got my vanilla extract out. Yeah, I did. I set it over here. Let me grab it. Okay, set it over here. I didn't put it. I didn't bring it over with me. So 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Everybody knows that I cook vegan, so feel free to come in and watch me make the cookie dough. Won't take very long to make, and I know it's going to taste good in the end. I wanted to do this in lieu of any other broadcast I would normally do at nighttime. Have this and get this done. So, all right, and then I need 3 tablespoons of vegan mini chocolate chips. I'm going to go rinse this off, and so I can put my chocolate chips in here. Oh, in your church? Yeah, I know, Damon. Yes, I took care of it. That person was taken care of on Saturday. I immediately, before I got home, I was stopped at a red light. I took care of them and got them out of there. They're blocked now. So, oh, good to see you too, Starla. You need to come in to have Starla. I know you're on YouTube right now, but you need to come into Starla's a real good. She's been on Periscope. Now she's on YouTube. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, Starla. I know you probably can't comment back to her because she's not on Haps right now, but she's an awesome person. I really appreciate her support all the time coming in here. I have to be careful because I didn't. if you guys see any trolls, I know my like Tony. The only problem is, Haps, you can't take care of the trolls. Oh, forgot, I'm supposed to fold all this up or stir all this up. First, I'll just do this. If you see any trolls, if you can take care of them, but you have to go into YouTube or wherever they might be. At least Periscope is no longer available, so I'm not going to have so many trolls there now. So it's good to see everybody. I'm trying to mix this around. I might just use a spatula to try to get a dough out of it, because you want to, and this is edible cookie dough is what it is. I know it doesn't look like you can eat it, but yes, you can. I've made cookie dough before. That's edible. Let me get a spatula here. They say get a spatula, I believe they said, using a spoon or until you use a rubber spatula. Yeah, okay, the rubber spatula will work better. I'll just use this one because this is my big one. I like this one. So I'll just use this one. Rubber spatula, kind of make it into a dough. I didn't mean to put those those chocolate chips in there yet. So it's coming. See, it's coming along. So just kind of get this all mixed together. It's just got coconut oil in it. It's got your almond flour. It's got coconut flour. It's got coconut in it. Texas forever. Oh, I've never been to Texas. I never have. I've never, ever been to Texas. That's kind of cool that you live in Texas. Welcome to my broadcast, and thank you for coming in. I live in the state of Oregon. We're having beautiful weather now. Very pretty. Very, no eggs. This is cookie dough. In case you didn't know, the most people that come in here, this is the first time I've seen you. I'm a vegan. Vegans, we don't use dairy. We has no eggs. We don't use cheese. We don't use milk. We don't have meat. So I'm a vegan. So this is actually a dairy-free cookie dough. There's no eggs. This is an edible cookie dough. You do not need to put any stuff like that in there. Hi, good to see you. Hi, Michelle. Sorry I missed your broadcast. I knew you were on, but I was eating lunch at the time, and I didn't get the invitation. The invitation you sent me the other day, it's gone. So I couldn't come in there. So I do apologize. I meant to get on your broadcast and watch it and tell you that I was sorry I wasn't in there. I know you were probably crocheting. I really wasn't ready today anyway. How long have I been vegan? Probably about 4 years. 4 years I've been vegan. So, and I'm trying to get this all like into a thick dough, and then I'm going to take this and put these in here. 3 tablespoons. So I'm sorry. Oh, thank you for the award. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna put a little bit more in here. You know, I put that one in there before. I'll just put another one in here. So 3. These are actually these are carob chips. They're not actual. They're not chocolate chips. They're carob chips because I cook vegan. So thank you very much for the award. Yeah, I'm sorry, Michelle. I was at the time you came on early at noon my time, and I was eating lunch. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I really wasn't ready anyway. I would have to try to figure out what I was going to make. I didn't finish that bucket hat I was doing. I could probably worked on that. But if you didn't see my broadcast the other day, Michelle, I was working on diamond painting. I finished that, and if you didn't see that, go in there and watch that broadcast because I finally got it finished. Of course, I didn't get finished in that broadcast, but I finished it. Oh, good. That's awesome. That's awesome, Michelle. Oh, I love it. You know, that's going to get more people into. It's going to get more people to want to join. That's awesome. Well, it's not as good as yours, Michelle. It's not as good as yours. I have a hard time trying to get it set up like you've got yours. But I guess it's a learning curve. As some people say, it's a learning curve. So I'm just going to have to deal with it the way it is right now. I could do it. It could be done a little bit better because I want you just to see my hands and not my body. But I guess, you know, that's the only thing I can do right now. Oh, this almost doesn't fit. I'll make it fit. It's got to be in an airtight container. You can sit it on your covered or sit it in a they said for a week. So so here's the cookie dough. This is what it looks like. It's gonna crumble. But yeah, it didn't come anywhere near this. But it's okay. I could probably, you know what I could do? I'll put it back in here and I'll make it into like a ball and kind of make it that way. I can do it that way. Thank you, Michelle. Awesome. I know Nancy was in there. I was told Nancy was in there. Yeah, it's probably a little bit dry. It's got coconut oil in it. I might have to add a little bit of water to it, but I don't want to add too much. I think if I do like this, it'll come together nicely. I should make it into it's coming together now. Doing it this way, kind of kneading it with my hands. I'm not always supposed to do it this way, but I'm going to do it. It's coming together a little bit better. You know, I don't want to put too much water in it and make it real dry and real full of liquid, but you can see it's a little bit better than it was. It's coming together nicely now. So the only liquid that's in here is melted coconut oil, and that's 3 tablespoons of that. So I'm just going to do it this way, and I'll have to wash my hands, of course. But there, just doing that, like taking my fingers and bringing it together. Sometimes, you know something, your hands do a lot better than a spatula will or a spoon will. You get your hands in there and you can really work it and work it the way it's supposed to be done. Let me wash my hands real quick. And I'll be right there. Trying to get my hands washed. Okay. I didn't want to take the time to do 20 minutes. You do a lot of cookies with dark chocolate? Oh, dark chocolate chips because milk chocolate. Yeah. A lot of people can't have milk chocolate. Oh, but this is what it looks like. See, I went and worked it with my hands. Now, as you can see, my cupboard's a little dirty, but our counter's a little dirty. I washed it off. But there's what it looks like. I'm going to get a little bit of like I said, you put it on you put it in an airtight container, which this is. It's got an airtight. I got these for Christmas. I asked for some airtight containers for my daughter-in-law for Christmas. I love them because they're really airtight. So I'm just gonna put the lid on like this, and just keep it on the kitchen counter. But you can see there's what it looks like. It makes. I think it's gonna taste good. But it's got. If you want to know what's got in it, it tastes good already. Coconut flour in it, almond flour, a coconut oil, your chocolate chips, and coconut. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Mine's pretty close, but this will be set. I'll set this out and eat this. I know a lot of people may not like coconut. To them, it might be a little bit strong, but you know something? I think these taste good. So you can make it any way you like. But they said I looked at the instructions on this, and she said that she wouldn't substitute your almond flour or your coconut flour. Now, coconut flour. This is the way I buy it. It's organic, and the almond flour I used was blanched. They said use blanched almond flour, so that's what I used. I used a cup and 2/3 of that, and about 3 tablespoons of my coconut flour. Really? Oh my goodness, I've never heard of that term, Damon. Bickies. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that's what they were called there. That's funny. It is, Michelle. It really is. I'm gonna get a little bit of a. Got to be in the room temperature, but I'm gonna get me a little small spoon if I can find one. I'll get me a clean one out of the drawer. Just a minute. And I'm just gonna try a little bit. This is going to stay on my counter, but I'm gonna try it. I didn't know there was such a thing as edible cookie dough until I went into Pinterest and found the edible cookie dough. For those that just come in, this is what it looks like. Very good. Really good. You can taste the coconut. It's not like I said, some people may not like coconut. Got coconut flakes in it and coconut flour. Right. And I use the blanched kind, Michelle. It was a light colored almond flour because that's what they called for. And I knew I had almond flour, and they said blanched. I thought, well, do I have blanched up here in the cupboard? So I looked and sure, no, I picked up the blanched flour, and I wasn't sure I had coconut flour, but I found it. I thought sure I had some of this because I've been keeping this around, but as you can see, this is organic. This is the way I buy it. Oh, real? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Um, Diabetic friendly. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you for the subscription. That's awesome. Um, it's you guys are really, really awesome. You're very informative. And that's what this whole thing is about. Helping each other, we can be very informative. You know, loaded with information. That's what it's all about. Um, Almonds are actually regulate. Oh, they do. Oh my goodness, Michelle, I did not know that. Uh, oh my, oh my goodness. Oh man, Damon. Wow. Oh, no, you got to be careful, Damon. You got to be careful what you eat, what you put into your body. You be so careful. I try to be real careful with what I put in my body too. Um, yeah. Well, you really are loaded with information, Michelle. I am so glad you came in because you are loaded with it. And I'm going to go back and when I get done here, I'm going to watch your replay because I know that you and Nancy were crocheting. And I'm like I said, I'm sorry I missed it. but I really wasn't ready because I didn't know what I was going to do. So I was been working on my diamond painting. I started a new diamond painting, so I was working on it. So maybe the next time. Wow. Use almond flour for diabetic. Really? Diabetic friendly stuff for bake. Oh man, for bake sales. Whole flours. Oh man, white flours spike blood sugar, but almond flour doesn't. I didn't know that. Well, I don't use much white flour and stuff. That's awesome. I'm really learning a lot from you, Michelle. Yeah, I heard that your phone died. My friend Erlene was in there and she said that your phone died. Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of um no, not a lot. You need to charge this one up too, but it's got more than yours had. I think about 75 or something. So I can see what my connection is. So I'll just watch it. But anyway, that's awesome. Well, that's good, Damon. You want to have insulin resistance, absolutely. You don't, yeah, you don't want that problem at all. And I'm glad that you find things out. You're right, Michelle. We sure do. Oh, oh man. That's right. Exactly. Well, my friend Erlene was telling me that you were on, and she says, "Well, did you know she draws?" I said, "Oh yeah, I know she draws." I mean, there's so many here on Haps that draw you and Jane does, and Gemma and Bobby Bicker, and you guys draw like, oh my goodness. And I think you're all pretty much in the same pot. You do beautiful work. I mean, I'm lucky I can draw a stick person and look like a stick person when I get done. So I can't draw worth beans, but I'm going to try to learn someday, hopefully. Beans are also good for diabetics. Oh man, really? That's a great. Oh, yeah. I like beans. I do love beans, Michelle. That's good. Um, that's good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Somebody's putting my information up on the. Now this is uncalled for. That's despicable to put my address up on this. The HAPS doesn't accept. So somebody can Tony, can you go into to YouTube and mute that person? I can't do anything as a broadcaster, but that's the most despicable person ever. Why do they do that? I don't understand why these trolls bother me. I've never done anything to anybody. I leave everybody alone, but they won't leave me alone. Oh, it's terrible. It is very terrible. Well, I will go into YouTube and I will block that person. I will block that person and they'll never be able to come on my broadcast again because I get notifications. That person might as well just leave my broadcast right now. You're not welcome here. You get the heck out right now. The thing is with them not on HAPS. Oh, thanks, Tony. Without report that person when that person needs to report it because that is an infringement on my rights. That's privacy. That's not to be put out on the channel. That's not to be put out to anybody. That is my privacy, and they're putting my information, my private information, out on the channel. Oh, they probably looked it up, but the thing of it is that it's common knowledge. But I don't give my address out to anybody, and yet they post it up like here on the screen. That's wrong. I've got my my like book location off, but yet got somebody an idiot that comes in there and wants to do that stuff. That's yes, it's illegal, Michelle. And I hope that person realizes what they've done is illegal. They can be. I should get the police on it and find out. Um, they have brain damage or something. I sure do. That person needs to be contacted by the police. That person has no business coming in here and doing that. Why do they do that? I don't deserve this. I've never done anything to anybody, but yet they terrorize me something horrible. My goodness. Oh, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tony, very, very much. Why can't it be reported in HAPS? Unfortunately, we can't report other mediums in HAPS when you're live streaming to like YouTube or Facebook and that. You have to go into that medium itself and report them. Now, I had one on my church broadcast on Sabbath that was saying real bad things, came in as a troll, was saying real bad things about me. And it was I think it's one that's been terrorizing Randy. Randy doesn't block that person. So that person came in my church broadcast, I block them immediately. Now that does not mean they're not going to make another new account, but they're stupid to think that not going to block every account they make. They're going to eventually learn. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Um, I did a lot too, Michelle. It got to the point on Periscope where I couldn't handle it anymore. I got so many trolls in there that I just decided just to disconnect it and stay off of Periscope because it was horrible. Twitter won't stand for it, and YouTube doesn't either, but they try to get through somehow. Um, oh, screenshot it, report it, and call police. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, hi, good to see you, Teresa. Welcome. Um, this is my cookie dough, edible cookie dough, and I'll tell you what it's got in it. It's got coconut flour in it. It's got almond flour. Let me give you the ingredients: coconut flour, almond flour. It's got coconut oil. It's got maple syrup. It's got coconut in it, small flakes of coconut. It's got your pure vanilla extract, and I've got, this is what I use for, and these are carob little drops. They're not really carob chips, but they're drops. But that's what it's got in it. Yeah, I'm going to. I don't know how to report it to YouTube except to best thing I can do is report the comment to YouTube. But the thing of it is, if I don't block them or I don't do something about it, maybe I'll just mute them. I'll report that comment and mute them for right now, and then we'll see what YouTube does. It's going through Twitter. It's going through Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Because since Periscope's done, that's one medium that I don't have anymore. So I put it through 3 mediums. But my friend Erlene told me, says, well, why don't you disconnect YouTube? I said, you know what I told her? I says, I'm not going to be intimidated by these trolls. I am not going to stop broadcasting here just because they don't want me on my broadcast anymore. I'm not going to be intimidated by it. But I will, when they start putting my information, my private information out for everybody to see, that's when I have a problem with it. Otherwise, I don't say much. They can talk whatever they want, but put my address out here is horrible. Yeah, it. Yes, the thing of it is, they want me to keep it. They want me off of here, and if I disconnect, then they're getting what they want, and I don't want to give them what they want. I do not want to give them what they want. I want to let them know that they're not going to intimidate me. That person was despicable, the most despicable person ever. Uh, yes, yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, yeah, I've got 10 moderators on here on HAPS itself, but I wish that there was a way that we could block people from HAPS to other like YouTube and Facebook and that, but we just can't. It's impossible. We just can't. We have to go on that medium, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or whatever. Now Twitter won't stand for that kind of stuff. You put that kind of stuff on Twitter and they're gonna ban them immediately. I think YouTube might too, and I think I'm gonna report it. I'm going to screenshot it and report it to YouTube and get that person off the internet completely. You know, this is unfair. But if people can report it, enough people start reporting people like that, then they won't be allowed to be on there anymore. They'll have to go. That person's been a thorn in my side before, and I tried to block her before and I couldn't find her. Well, I'll have no problem today. So, but something, I love being on here. I love doing this, and I'm not gonna let somebody, a dweeb or whatever you want to call that person, come in here and do that to me. You know, they can be mean all they want. I'm going to show love. I'm going to show love anyway. All I can say is that person was despicable for what they did. If they want to be like that, well then they're going to pay for it someday. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm not going to bawl, and I'm not going to cry, and I'm not going to get off of here just because they choose to get me up. They can put my private information up here, but don't they realize what they have done is going to put them in jail? It's going to put them in prison. Maybe they'll be in prison because you're not allowed to do that. That's illegal for it, because they don't understand. You just cannot do that. That is so, so wrong. I would not do that to anybody. Thank you for the award, Tony. I would never do that to anybody. I don't want anybody's private information. I would never look for anybody's private information and post it. That's just wrong. I mean, that's identity theft. What the world? There was a while back, it's been taken care of now. There was a while back, my friend Erlene had told me that there was a person on here, on HAPS now, that had made an account with my name and used my information, made a real bad bio, and the bio was horrible. And they said Karen is a pig. That's what they used. And I screenshotted it and sent it to Pablo. He took care of it immediately. Got that person off of HAPS, banned them. So that's real good. I don't know why they don't either, Star. I really don't. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. I don't do anything to anybody. I come on here and I do my broadcast. I mind my own business. And everybody else comes in here and they just really want to, well, hi, good to see you, Aiden. I made some cookie dough. It's edible cookie dough. You leave it out on the counter for about a week. That's what it's good for. I'll take the lid off and let you see it, Aiden. It's got your coconut flour in it. It's got almond flour. It's got coconut in it, maple syrup, vanilla. Oh, thank you so much for the awards. You guys are awesome. It is good. Now, a lot of people may not like coconut. You could probably leave the coconut out. That just gives it a little extra flavor. But I don't have to put this in the oven. I just set it out on the counter. They said out in the open air, because it has to be a airtight container, which this is, for about a week, and I'll just eat it every day. Oh man. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, yes. It got maple syrup in it. Yes, yes. Yes. Michelle did a broadcast that I was supposed to be in, but I didn't get in there, so I'll watch it and maybe the next time. But anyway, I love making stuff that's simple. This doesn't go in the oven at all. You know, your cookies go in the oven. Well, this doesn't go in the oven at all. And I kind of use my hands to kind of put it together. But doesn't it look like cookie dough? It's really good. You can make brownies in a mug too. I've seen that on Pinterest. They got a recipe for brownies in a mug that you don't bake either. You just put it in the microwave, I think, and let it go for about a minute or two or whatever. So, and I didn't have to do anything with this. So it came out really, really good. But I'm glad everybody came in here and you're supporting me. Oh, okay, good, Michelle. Good. No, they don't. They don't say keep it in the fridge. They just said keep it. You can keep it out on your counter or whatever for about a week. It'll keep good. But they said you have to put it in an airtight container, and that's what this is—an airtight container. No air can get to it. So you don't have to keep it in the fridge. I thought you did too, but no, you don't. Which is kind of good, you know. But it wouldn't matter if anyway. But no, you don't have to keep it in the fridge. So that's awesome. So I'll keep it on my. Keep it on my stove, and I can grab it every morning and. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. That's the bad thing about it. You know, um, they don't understand what they're doing to other people. But you know something? Like I said, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm not going to let anybody intimidate me. You know, um, you know, they can say whatever they want to say about me, but when they put my private information out here, I've got a problem with that. That's identity theft, and that should never be done. You should never post anybody's private information out anywhere, and that's illegal. They can really be in trouble for that. I don't know how I'm going to take. I can take a screenshot, but how am I going to report that to YouTube? I don't know. I'll figure it out somehow. Because I can go into my replay and find that where they made that comment, and I'll screenshot it. So you know, that's possible, Starlight. You know, it might. It might. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to put it in the refrigerator, but yeah, I could probably would too. I feel better put it in the refrigerator. Probably would taste a little bit better. But if you like coconut, because I put sweet coconut flakes. This is what I like, the baker's coconut. That's what I put in there. And for chocolate chips, everybody knows I use carob. Now, these are actually carob drops. I need to get you actual carob chips because I ran out. But this is what I have. No, you're not really supposed to bake any of it. This is edible. This is the cookie dough that's edible. That you don't bake any of it. I found it on Pinterest. I've seen other ones where there's brownies the same way. Maybe you just stick it in the microwave for a little bit, but this you do not cook it. You don't bake it or anything. You just eat it just the way it is. Edible cookie dough. When I first saw these on Pinterest, I thought, really? Edible cookie dough? Who would have ever thought that you could take edible cookie dough and eat it? I think it's kind of awesome if you ask me. It's really different. Um, and I like doing things that are a little bit different. I like mixing things up a little bit. Um, but I saw this today and I thought, I might as well come in here and do this. That way I don't have to do a broadcast later because I don't know what to do anyway. Do this now, and I'll have a broadcast in for today because I want to get started on, getting my monthly broadcast in. So, but it does. You're not supposed to bake it, so I won't be doing any of that because I wouldn't know what to bake it on anyway. I'll put it in probably put it in the refrigerator to chill it. But as you can see, look at that, looks real good. It does taste good too. I love coconut. I really do. And with the coconut flour, this is the coconut. Those are just key. This is the coconut flour I use. I get it at Walmart. It's organic. I love this coconut flour. And I use blanched almond flour. That's what they called for, blanched almond flour. And I bought that at Walmart a while back too. So I decided to better use that since I have it, and that's what they called for. And I thought, well, gee, and it's super fine. So yeah, I have. It's very, very good. It's really good. Um, I like coconut. A lot of people may not like coconut, but it is really good. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying so, Aiden. Thank you. I try to do my best. I have made mistakes in the past. I'll go and make something, and by the time I get done, it doesn't taste very good, and it might be lacking something. And I look at the recipe and I says, "Well, did I forget to put something in this recipe?" But I'll look at it and say, "No, I didn't forget anything." But I don't know why it tastes like it does. But maybe sometimes the ones that make up these recipes may forget a little bit or something. But what I like about these recipes is you can um, set it for yourself. I mean, if there's something in there you don't like, you customize it. That's what I meant to say. Customize it. You can put in what you want and leave out what you don't want, you know. And if there's something extra you want to put in, you can do that as well. Make it your own. That's what I like to do. Make it your own, and it just tastes so good. And I've done that before. I've made everything my own. Um, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but uh, oh, thank you so much for that, Michelle. But most people that know me know that I am a vegan, um, which means we don't eat um, anything with animals. It's all plant based. We don't eat eggs. We don't eat cheese. Now I do have vegan cheese, but it's made out of plants. I don't drink any dairy milk. It's non-dairy. It's like almond milk. Make your own almond milk. You can make cashew milk or whatever, oat milk and stuff, rice milk, whatever. Have that, and I don't eat any kind of meat at all. I do have vegetarian meat and stuff, but or vegan meat, Incredibites and Incredibles or whatever. But anyway, everything is so good. And I've been a vegan. Somebody had asked me, I think about 4 years, close to 4 years. I've never regretted it. Although I did go off cold turkey, um, went off right away off of everything. I don't recommend everybody doing that because everybody's body is different, and it may affect you differently. Now it didn't affect me that way. It was okay, and I really wondered if I could really do this. I says, can I do this? Can I really keep on going and not have a problem? But no, I haven't had a problem. uh, yes, it is. You got that right. um, Not lately, Starla. I don't do it in the winter time. Now that it's starting to get warm, I'm going to start making ice cream again. I do have an ice cream machine um, where I buy the half and half that I buy is half almond milk and half coconut milk, I believe. That's what I use for half and half, and I for the heavy cream. That's what I use for heavy cream, and it makes a real good ice cream. Um, yeah, it is. It is. A lot of people find it difficult to eat vegan because they're so used to the meat and stuff. And I understand that. I ate meat my whole life, and for me to switch to vegan all of a sudden and go off of it was a challenge, let me tell you. And that's what I questioned myself was this, can I keep doing this? Can I really stay on this? Oh, sure, you're going to slip maybe once in a while and fall back. But normally you're going to get back into the swing of things and eat the way you're supposed to. Um, yes, it certainly is, Tony. You're absolutely right. I make Carob ice cream now. I can make it in the Vitamix, but I like my ice cream machine as well. It's a real small one that is, I think it's only a pint, makes a pint of ice cream. You can make it soft serve, and that's just fine for me because it's enough for one meal. You can set it for real hard soft serve or soft serve because it's got two settings on it. I got it at Amazon, and it does a real good job. And what I like about it is it freezes the ice cream as it makes it, so you don't have to put it in the freezer. That's what I like about it. So it's a real simple ice cream maker, very small, like I said, but it really does the job I need it to do. And I'll be using that again before too long. Starting to get warm out and everything, um, so I'm gonna start making ice cream again. I'll probably make some in here. People will love ice cream. Ice cream is always good. It's better than what you buy in the store. Have you ever looked at the ingredients on those ice cream containers in the store? Oh my goodness! You look at those ingredients and it makes you want to curl your hair. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, look at the ingredients in here. It's got antifreeze, the uh, propylene glycol, and I'm thinking, what? When I saw that one day, I says, I'm not eating this anymore. I've heard horror stories of husbands and wives trying to kill the other one using propylene glycol. They'll put it in their juice or something like that, and they don't even know they're taking it. You know, and it's horrible. Um, so you've got to be awful careful. The best thing anybody can do is when you go to buy stuff at the store, be sure you check the ingredients really, really well. Because there may be something in there that you don't want to put in your body. Most of them you don't anyway. But can you read the ingredients? I know I can't. They're stuff that I can't even pronounce them. And I feel this way. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you can't pronounce it, you don't want to put it in your body. Oh, yes, label reading. Absolutely, Michelle. We've got to label read because they put things in those in that products that is not healthy. And the thing of it is, they put preservatives in them. That's why they're not good for you. But that's why things last a little longer. See, when we make them ourselves, we don't put preservatives in them, so we eat them up faster. But that's preservatives are not good. The stuff they put in them, oh my goodness. Um, there's a lot I stopped buying when when my mom passed away. Oh man, lots of high fructose. Yes, yes, you're right. High fructose corn syrup is one thing that I don't like. I try to avoid eating that at all cost. Um, yes, they are. Everyone, you're right, Tony. All the additives are bad. Absolutely, they are so bad. But the manufacturers don't really care. They put the stuff in there, and you noticed that some of the packaging is really pretty packaging. It may be the same product inside, but they'll change the packaging. And you know why they're doing that? They're trying to entice you to buy it. And people will because they'll say, "Oh, look at the pretty packaging," without really realizing what it has inside of it. I don't see too many people that go to the store that really take time to read the ingredients on the label. I have to, whether they want to or not. That's on them. But I have to read the labels. I pick them up all the time and read them because you don't know what you're putting in your body unless you do. Um, Oh, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I would not doubt that one bit. Um, how the fur babies doing? Oh, they're doing absolutely fantastic. They're outside right now getting their exercise. I walked them this morning. They're doing fine. Um, ornery as ever. Oh, good to see you too, Missy. Good to see you. Here is my this is edible cookie dough. You don't have to bake it. You just leave it out, sit it out on room temperature for about a week. You keep it in a airtight container, which this is airtight containers. I had my daughter-in-law get me some airtight containers for Christmas. Um, and then I just eat a little bit of it every day. And I can tell you what it's got in it. It's got coconut flour in it. It's got coconut oil. It's got almond flour. It's got vanilla in it, vanilla extract. It's got maple syrup, and it's also got chocolate Well, this is what I use in lieu of the carob drops. I don't have the carob chips, but I got these. So that's what all it is in there. Um, oh, thank you, Michelle, for coming in. Oh, yes, it sure is. And thank you for coming in, Michelle. And I'll go in and watch your replay because I haven't been in there. So I love you too, Michelle, and thank you for coming in. And take care. Bye bye. Um, she's awesome. If you're not following Michelle, follow her. She's an awesome drawer and everything. Um, okay, good, Michelle. Good, good. Um, oh, is it 70s in Georgia? Oh my. Well, we're a little warmer than we have been. We've been getting real nice lately. Now we were 31 when I got up this morning. Oh, very, very cold. Um, yeah, you're crafty and sketchy. You sure are. Yep, yep. If you ever seen Michelle draw, she draws absolutely beautifully. Oh my goodness, her and Bobby and Jim and all them that draw. I wish I had that talent. I don't, but God gave me the talent for singing, and that's what I use my voice for. Um, oh, I bet they do. Bye, Michelle. Good to see you. Take care. Um, but it's very important that you are aware of what you're putting in your body. Don't put anything in your body that you're not sure what it is. Read the label because you'd be surprised. The labels are, oh my goodness, those labels are so long. Um, oh, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. This is my edible cookie dough. Just leave it sit out on the in room temperature for about a week. It'll keep for a week. It's got coconut flour in it, almond flour, coconut flakes, vanilla extract, maple syrup, and the chips. I use carob. This is what I use. This is a complete vegan. I don't use any dairy at all because this was a dairy-free recipe anyway. Um, because I don't use any eggs, I don't use meat, cheese, milk, or anything like that. It's all vegan. Um, oh, I tell you, fast food can really be tough on you. I know what you mean there, Natasha. Oh my goodness. Um, you but fast food is so good, but I try to avoid it too, because that can really do a lot of harm than good. Um, what's for dinner tonight? I really don't know, Starla. I really don't eat my. I usually eat a pretty good sized lunch, and then I don't eat supper. So, um, I really don't know. With just me, I don't have to cook anything if I don't want to. So that's a good thing about it too. So I kind of eliminate that a little bit, save on my grocery bill because I'll tell you one thing, groceries can be quite expensive. So I try to I try to avoid, eating too much because I'm still trying to lose more weight and I haven't put myself on the scale in a long time. I'm almost scared to, afraid maybe I went up a little bit. So I'm afraid to get on the scale. So, but I'm going to have to tell myself to get on the scale in the morning when I take my shower, just tell myself, I'm gonna get on that scale before I take a shower and see what I weigh. You know, I might be surprised. So anyway, but I'm glad everybody came in. You guys have been here to support me, and I thank you for taking care of that troll, Tony. Thank you for going into YouTube and taking care of it, reporting it. I will take care of it on my end and block it. I'm also going to probably have to report it myself and probably take a screenshot of it. But I thank everybody for being here for me because it's because of you that I come in here all the time. Well, not as much with these as I do other things, but it's because of you that I even come in here and do anything at all. Because most people that know me, I came from Periscope and I was on there every year except the very first one, off and on. The first year I wasn't in at all. Um, oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. The thing of it is, they might start rationing the stuff again. There for a few months ago, you couldn't beg, borrow, or steal one roll of toilet paper. And it was rationing. They don't have it that way now, but I don't need that much toilet paper. I buy one package, and that's all. It lasts me a while, so I don't need a whole cart full like some people would get stuff like that. But things are going to really get bad. Things are going to go up. Things are going to be in short supply because people are going to be buying them up in high demand. People are going to buy it up before it does go up in price. So you're going to have a hard time getting them. So if you want toilet paper and you need it, you better get some before it does go up. because it's probably going to be unaffordable. Anyway, they're crazy, but yeah, it is what it is. So you can't do much about it. But anyway, I thank everybody for coming in here and supporting me, because like I said, without your support, I wouldn't be able to do this. You guys come in and you support me, and even though I'm not on Periscope, Periscope's gone, I'm still getting a good amount of people in here. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that you guys are right on top of everything, and you're taking care of people that come in here and cause problems. Um, oh, you have. Yes, I think you have. Right. And I'm glad you have, Starlet, because it's people like you that really make it worthwhile to come in here and do what I do. Because most of you people in here are just as nice as can be. Michelle that just left, she's awesome. Tony's awesome. Everybody that comes in here, you're real nice to me, and you back me up whenever a problem arises. I do have 10 moderators, but if there's anybody that wants to be a moderator at all, let me know in the comments, because I'll go back and watch this replay. I will say, because I can use all the moderators if possible. Now, with the understanding that everybody comes in here from Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, because those are the only three I've got attached, you can't block them in here. You have to go to those mediums to block them or report them or whatever. So that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to block that person that came on here and put my private information up on the screen. Why would they do that? Don't they know that's illegal? So I'm going to have to somehow, I'm going to report that report that comment somehow, and let the police know. So oh, thank you, Starla. That really makes me feel good. I don't do them as much as I did. I might start coming back in and doing some more, but I like to do like my crafting broadcast and just to do a general chat broadcast as well. Oh, you want to be a moderator? Okay, I think I might be able to make you a moderator. Let me see if I can make you a moderator without going out. Let me see if I can do that. Let me try it. No, I can't. I don't think I can. No, I can't. I can't make you a moderator. I'll have to go in and make you a moderator after I get off of here. So I'll check it out and then I'll make you a moderator. So those that want to be a moderator, just let me know and I'll go in and watch my replay, and then I'll write your information down and I'll make you a moderator. So I do appreciate that, because I want to do that. As many moderators as I can have, because we have a lot of trolls out there. And we know with this HAPS, you're still going to get them. You're going to get them from other mediums. They're going to come on HAPS and they're going to make fake accounts that are going to come in and harass. So if we take care of them as fast as we can, we'll get them out of here. You're very, very welcome. I think I'm going to go for now, because my back's starting to bother me and I need to rest, sit in my chair and rest my back. But I thank everybody for coming in, and you have a blessed day, night, afternoon, wherever you might be. And until we meet again, take care. God bless. I love you all, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.